Oh, welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Excursion Garage. This spring's projects consist of, we're replacing the liner of the canvas part, the material part of the Ikamper. So we've had the Ikamper 5 years now. This will be the 6th season. These zippers are starting to fail. We've used it, obviously a good amount of time, so. But that's going to be today's project in today's video, how to install the Gen 3 Ikamper, replacing Gen 1. The same goes for Gen 2 as well, so it should be the exact same steps if you're here following along. And yeah, we're going to get started. All right, so one of the questions you might be asking yourself is, why would I want to upgrade, or why do I have to upgrade from a Gen 1 or Gen 2 Ikamper canvas to the Gen 3? Well, a few things, especially for the Gen 1. Ours was straight off the Kickstarter, so we have the very old school setup. A few of the first things is the color. Not that that's super important, but I think the gray or the black looks much cleaner than this brown. Some of the bigger, more important things would be the windows, the way the windows open and close. They have drawstrings. I think that's really convenient. When the tent closes, it has a closing mechanism now, the Gen 3, where when you fold the tent up, it pulls itself in. Where currently we kind of have to like shove everything in, which is kind of a pain. Some other really cool features of the new Gen 3 will be the shades. We have to zip them from the outside. I believe the Gen 3 zip from the inside, or they have the drawstring. I think it's actually the drawstring, which is very convenient because when it's cold or it's dark and you have to unzip the whole window screen and stick your hand outside, it's a little cumbersome. Some other cool additions will be they have pockets all along the windows. A lot more storage things are built into the actual canvas tent, which is nice. The main reason we're replacing is all these zippers, especially the main door zipper. They are starting to fail. I think the zipper part, basically it zips up, but any amount of pressure that it just pops open. So that's what we're replacing. The shell is completely fine. The shell's 5 or 6 years old and works like a charm. Okay, so now that we've opened the tent, the next step is going to be along the shell piece. There is a zipper. I still have all my sleeping bags in here, which are kind of in the way, but you'll see this zipper which flows all the way up and around. So we are going to open the zipper, which will then disconnect the canvas from the shell. And from there, there's a channel where like a rubber piece fits into a channel. So we're gonna just start slowly removing it and kind of work our way all the way through until this piece is off the tent. The zipper is a bit challenging, I'd say. Definitely gonna require 2 hands here. Gotta put the GoPro down. But, kind of gotta pull and jiggle wiggle. There we go. So yeah, kind of just finagle with it and get it all the way unzipped. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera off and get this whole thing unzipped, and we'll go from there. So it looks like I put my light strip over this piece of fabric. So we're gonna have to cut that. So I'll pull the light strip off. Okay, so that's one half done. It's 2 separate zippers, 2 halves. So we got one done. Pretty interesting view from out here now. The whole tent apart. Oh, cool. All right, so at the back part of the tent, there is a clip that you have to undo that holds the 2 pieces together. When you undo this clip, then you can start sliding this piece out. All right, now we got those 2 sides removed. Next piece is under here. And so this is the piece that folds out. This is your actual main platform of the tent. You can see there's a piece of that rubber tubing right here. So this is where we're gonna pull the tent through. So yep, we're just gonna start pulling that out. And now onto the other side. Okay, so we got the tent canvas part disconnected from the upper part. It's out of the channels on the side, and now we got to run it out of the channels on the fold out piece. Okay, so for the front piece, very similar to the back pieces. Let's see if we can get in here and look. But you can see the channel doesn't go all the way around the end, so we're going to slip out one side, then the other side, and then the front side, and that's the removal part. When you're doing the corners in the front, it's really easy if you come to the exterior part and you just pull this out, and you can see it just slides right on out. Hey, invisible tent. We got the new tent up here. First thing we're going to do is slip in the front piece, just like we did when we were removing the old one. So let's do that first. Part is the side pieces. Again, you just put them in and you feed them through. One of the nice parts is the new ones actually kind of look like they have a fabric Kevlar type of material instead of the rubber. The rubber was getting caught, so this makes the sliding a lot easier, which is appreciated. All right, well this is cool. I didn't realize this, but the new one does come with a whole new Rainfly as well. So not that we ever used this old one, but we're going to go ahead and pull this off while the tent is up and get this new one installed as well. So very much lighter material than the old one. The old one was very, I'd say more of a heavy duty old style canvas, where this, as you can tell, has been improved into a more lightweight material. It works a lot better. I found it works a lot better if you push instead of trying to pull, and it kind of just flows all the way through and all the way around. One thing to note is that it looks like the newer shells have a channel at the top too, which now that I'm looking at it, I guess I have a channel too, so we have to remove this whole zipper piece too, and then it would work. All right, cool. Well, that's why the Rainfly won't connect. So you gotta take off this old zipper as well. Okay, let's take that old zipper off, get this project done. I just want to show you what I mean by it. So basically, from here we're feeding, we're pushing in, and over here, you kind of see. Now, if you have two people, you have someone pulling, but it's working just fine if one person pulls. Now, if I try to pull this, not nearly as well. So, all right, took some muscle, but we got it all the way around. So now you'll see we can just pull this piece out and pull it all the way back through. So it's hard to get the new tent into this little hole, so we're gonna scratch that idea. This corner plastic piece, I can't tell if it's gonna pop out or not, or 3 screws. Great news, it's a piece. So yep, took this little corner piece off and feed everything now through here, way easier. Screw this back together and we'll have the new connector piece, the new zipper connector for the new tent. Sweet, you can see the new zipper is all up. Fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and screw this piece back in. And we're gonna zip the two pieces together and check out the final product. Zip it together. It's definitely challenging, it's pretty far away, so I'm assuming it's gonna be tight. I'll probably close the tent a little bit, push it down to loosen this up, and use 2 hands to like one pull down, one zip. I think having 2 people would be really helpful in this scenario. We're gonna make it work. All right, we got the tent on. Last piece is this Rainfly that I mentioned earlier. All right, guys, well, that's it. Not a super hard project. It took about 2 hours. Like, is on the old one, this piece was connected to the actual tent. This is actually a Rainfly that goes on top of the canvas material. So if you were to put this back, you could then pop open the roof and you could stand up, which you couldn't do in the old one, which I think is kind of nifty. Let's say you wanted to change or shoot, just get a really nice view. It's pretty cool when you stand up. So I like that feature. That's it. That's how to upgrade a Gen 1 Ikamper to a Gen 3 Ikamper. Thanks for watching. Any questions, put them below. I'll try to get to them. I'm a little bit behind. But thanks everybody. Come along. Bye.